It's really nice to be energized by the people that you work with. And if you can get that or find that in the industry that sort of floats your boat or switches you on, that makes it real fun. So I'm in the privileged position that I can operate in the industry that I sort of understand, but then do the things that I really enjoy, and that's working with people. Probably my biggest strength is my ability to get other people around me to do amazing work. But once again, our long-term view is, if we do the right thing, we become the employer of choice, the people will want to work with us. If we become the service provider of choice, then our clients would want to work with us. I can't say 100% of our work, but a significant portion of our work we did not get because we were the cheapest. We don't try to be the cheapest. We try to deliver. It is important to us to deliver to the client what the client needs and wants, not to make a fast buck and then to run off into the sunset. So if anybody can write a low price on a piece of paper, but can you do it for that? Internally, we often have this discussion that the construction equipment, a chair, a pencil, a bag of cement, costs the same to all the contractors. We all buy our fuel at the fuel price that government regulates. So the only thing that differentiates us from our position is our people. If you can mobilize that team to be effective, to have relationships with the client in a way that the client wants to work with you going forward, that's your long-term success. Your long-term success is not to go and find the cheapest cement supplier, because tomorrow your opposition will find him. Or a government will subsidize their companies to supply their materials cheaper. And we already see that across our markets. And it's not only China, some of the other countries in the world also do that. We as an organization have committed internally that we will spend up to 1% of our revenue on upliftment and also on development and training. So including our employees, what we invest in our employees financially in training and development, and in communities and in our total corporate social responsibility program. This is sort of the benchmark that we utilize, is about 1% of our total revenue is a target number for us. And some years we exceed that. We don't just spend the money because we think we have to. To us it's an investment, and we like to invest in something with a longer term view. We prefer not to buy food for a function. We'd much rather buy soccer balls. Then people can play with the soccer balls for a lot longer than eat one meal. But I do think we are better than our opposition in that, but we wouldn't be driven by what our opposition does in this. We must do the right thing, and if the right thing costs us a little bit more, the return will be a lot bigger. At least we can feel good about it then. With our growth, there's a huge demand on cash flow. If you grow very quickly, then it eats up your cash quickly. So listing is something that we are really seriously considering with a main focus to be able to fund more aggressive growth. Currently we limit our growth to about 15 or between 15 and 20% in real terms, purely because of cash management. Should we list, we would be able to grow a lot quicker. So listing is definitely something that we are investigating and looking at. What the time frame is, it's how long's a piece of string. So we do anticipate that we will aggressively pursue it in the next few years. Because if you can get somebody to buy into your organization directly after qualifying, you can excite them and make them part of your success. They're going to be your future. Because by the time they get 40 and 50, they wouldn't want to work for somebody else. I also believe that in the long term, your cost of employment at that age would come down if you could lock people in a lot earlier, because they walk a life journey with you. It's not a short window snap where I have to get a high income now because I don't know how long it's going to last. Yeah, internally we use this term, the new African contract, where we believe that the relationship with the client built over time, where we become flexible and are prepared to compromise and adapt to deliver to clients even though they may have their difficulties. Which doesn't mean that we're going to step away from our standards, but it means that we are going to remain flexible to be able to accommodate in difficult times. And then obviously develop a world-class team that wants to work for you, and you'll be successful.